What is going on, people?
Yo.
Welcome to the Slightly Biased NFL podcast. I'm your host, Connolly, joined as always by my co-host, Brett. Brett, what's going on?
Yo. How we doing?
Doing pretty good. It is
Brett,
Wednesday.
I'm ready for a bounce back week.
Oh, yeah. We both need some bounce backs weeks, pick-wise.
Yep.
It was a rough one.
Mm-hmm.
But it is Wednesday. It is Wednesday. November 13th, 2019. This will be going up on Thursday. November 14th, 2019. Week 11. Jesus. Week 11
Moving right along.
Of the NFL season kicks off tonight, which is when you'll be watching this.
Yes.
So the season kicks off tonight. We got 4 teams on bye, I believe. So what does that mean? There's 14 games this week, something along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
Some interesting divisional bouts.
Yes.
Some teams that are in must-win scenarios.
Yeah, I mean, the AFC, we got how many teams are 5-4 or 4-5, 6-5, 6-4?
Seemingly a bunch.
Yeah, jumbled right now.
But I think there's something we need to talk about.
Yeah.
Put your tinfoil hats on, ladies and gentlemen, because there's a league-wide conspiracy.
They'll be putting them on a lot in this show.
Yeah, I know. I mean, look, I'm as I've grown older and wiser, I've grown very what's the word I'm looking for?
Curious?
Very critical of everything I see.
Okay.
I don't if you burn my trust as an organization, then I no longer have reason to trust you in anything.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with corporations, organizations, all of these, big time players, because they have no reason not to lie to us ever. It's always in their best interest. What I'm talking about is the Colin Kaepernick situation, for those of you who probably haven't guessed already. Right. So just a little backstory. I'm sure everyone heard because it's a big story. A Colin Kaepernick workout has been scheduled for Saturday. And it sounded, the initial reports, it all kind of seemed like almost every team in the league was going to be there and that there was some genuine interest. But as details have started to come out, it looks really fucky.
So it's got a little bit of a kind of a interesting feel to it.
Doesn't everything the NFL does just feel so sinister?
Well, yeah.
Everything they do.
Me and you were talking about it before we started recording, and just the way they presented it to him is even kind of like fucky. Oh, for real?
That's the best way to describe it, is fucky. Because this is a league, first and foremost. Any of you who, I know that this might be a controversial topic because there are a lot of people who hate Colin Kaepernick. And I don't even want to get into that whole situation.
Right.
Just all I have to say about that is maybe look in the mirror if you're mad about someone kneeling during the national anthem of an NFL game. That's all I have to say. But as far as this workout situation goes, I have a hard time siding with the league, and I have a hard time believing the league isn't doing something nefarious here, because this is a league that has paid off researchers to hide the effects of concussions, paid off researchers to put out studies that say, no, the NFL has no correlation with brain injuries, even though we know that that's bullshit. This is the same league that paid Madden to not have concussions in their game. Like, there's no concussions in Madden. A player cannot get hurt because of concussion.
I didn't even know that.
In an NFL game. Like, that's not even something that's bad. If I had a player just pop up with a concussion, I'd say, all right, that happens in literally every sport at times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's still like.
No, I know.
They felt the need to do that
because it's a league that they've been trying to hide the effects of concussions. That's another topic for another day. But here's the thing with this Colin Kaepernick situation. As tweets came out, I have this whole thread saved here. As tweets came out, this looks really fucky. Okay, so this is from Michael Silvers, reporter for SI. He has 100,000 followers on Twitter, so I'm trusting him. I don't trust the NFL, but I'm going to trust this guy. So it came out that Colin Kaepernick was not even aware that this workout was happening. That he was told on Tuesday that the league was scheduling a workout, and he had 2 hours to accept or reject the offer. and that the date and place were non-negotiable. So the workout's on a Saturday. These workouts are typically on Tuesdays. Mm-hmm. So if you do the quick math and you understand what the NFL week looks like, you could see why Saturday is a very weird time for a workout.
Right. And if you saw what Eric Reed said, he was even like, that was like his first thing was like, people are traveling on Saturday. You think any head coach is going to be over there?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not – obviously, neither of us are in the league or understand the inner workings of the league. But when a player – I know Eric Reed is Kaepernick's number one supporter.
I think me and you both took some time. Hey, let's look at what some people are saying before we just go crazy with any opinions. But I think we both came to the conclusion because even when you first told me it kind of seemed fishy, I was like, oh, for real?
Yeah.
But, place non-negotiable, time non-negotiable. You got to say yes right now. And we're not going to let you know who's going to be there.
Yeah.
So Colin Kaepernick's like, oh, who am I going to be playing in front of? Oh, we can't tell you that.
Well, wait.
Why not?
Where am I playing? Well, you're playing here, and you cannot change it. Okay, well, I don't want to do it on Saturday. Oh, well, you can't change it.
Can we do it on Tuesday so I can be in front of some more people that make decisions?
Yeah, some executive decision makers.
No, we're gonna do it Saturday. That's what it is.
Well, I'm telling you, when I first heard this, I immediately thought, before I even heard any details, I immediately thought publicity stunt.
But why would the NFL do this? And if it's a publicity stunt, it looks bad publicly. So why would they do this?
Because their CBA is up soon. If I had to take a guess, I don't know shit about shit.
Because it's not like this looks good publicly right now. Because me and you are talking about that it looks horrible.
Because if I had to take a stab in the dark of why the NFL would do this, and I don't know shit about shit, the CBA is up very soon. So the NFL needs to – because the NFL, they're in a weird spot. When this CBA comes up and the negotiations start again, it's going to be really ugly. It's going to be really ugly in terms of marijuana, and I guarantee you this, marijuana will be passed without a question of the doubt the next negotiations. The owners are just holding on to that for power.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. I guarantee you not a single owner gives a fuck about marijuana.
No.
But why would they change the rules now and they can wait and use it as a bargaining chip? Mm-hmm. So the NFL is trying to put everything in their favor. They're trying to say, oh, look, players union, we gave Kaepernick a workout. I don't know what more you want us to fucking do. We gave the guy a workout. And then if I had to take a guess, Kaepernick's team saw this and they're like, no, fuck that. We're leaking all of this shit. Mm-hmm. You're scheduling this. We don't have the option to reschedule it. We're reporting this shit.
Telling everybody.
You're not getting. Yeah. You're not doing a PR move on us.
Right.
But it's just.
Do you think that even though all this seems a little weird, that it could still be positive for Kaepernick? Do you think there'll be somebody there that says we'll go back to the team and say, hey, Kaepernick looked pretty good?
Well, I do kind of like a theory that I saw where there are teams that wanted to work out Kaepernick, but were scared of the backlash of it. So they went to the league and said, hey, I want to work out with Colin Kaepernick, but I don't want it to seem like I scheduled the workout. Can we do like a league-wide workout?
I think okay, that makes sense. If there's any team out there that doesn't have a franchise quarterback, they should be at this.
Well, think about how many teams think about how many third-string quarterbacks have suited up this season and started games.
Well, that's what's crazy, dude.
And then, so you think about that. When you have a third string like Luke Falk, I mean, dude, how many weeks did the Jets not – the Jets didn't even have a backup quarterback on their team. Like, when Luke Falk was playing, there were weeks where there was not a backup. Le'Veon Bell was the backup quarterback. I mean, I know that there's a media circus involved. And to be honest with you, this is terrible for Kaepernick, if I'm being honest. Because I think the whole thing surrounding him right now is, okay, sure, he might be a good enough player to play in the NFL, but I don't want that fucking media circus. Mm-hmm. I mean, look at Tebow. Like, Tebow was a Christian man, and teams didn't even want him because of it. Mm-hmm. So if I'm Kaepernick and a workout has been scheduled and the media is going crazy now just because of a workout, if I'm a team, I'm saying, oh, no, fuck that.
Right.
We can't even go to a workout without the media.
So, do you think the workout will even happen then? I mean,
I don't know.
Maybe Kaepernick just says, screw it.
Maybe.
But, I mean, this has been the best chance he's had in a while. I mean, I don't know. It's a crazy.
He almost signed with the Ravens a year ago or 2 years ago?
I think 2 years ago.
And then his girlfriend went on some crazy shit, and the Ravens were like, no. But I saw this. Hold on. Where did I see it? Oh, an NFC West team official on the Kaepernick workout this weekend. Quotes, this entire thing is a sham. The NFL is full of shit. It's a show. But he should do it because some of us are sincere. Some of us see him for what he is, a good man.
That's what I'm thinking. Somebody at that workout might go back to their team and say, "Hey, yo, beside all the bullshit, Kaepernick looked pretty good."
But doesn't that kind of sound like, the more I think about the theory that a team or a couple teams like, hey, we want to work out Colin Kaepernick, but we don't want to be the teams who do it because, one, we know the fucking conservative fan base, like there's a lot of them in the NFL, among the NFL.
It would definitely have to be the right fit.
Yeah, but also if we bring in Kaepernick, work him out, and it comes out to the media that we worked Kaepernick out but didn't sign him,
we're gonna look bad.
Yeah, then we're gonna look bad. So let's go to the NFL.
So just don't go.
No, I'm saying like that's a theory that would support like, okay, so if I'm a team, say the Jets said we want to work out Colin Kaepernick, but we're scared of a portion of our fan base who are the hardcore conservatives who are like, salute during the national anthem, pledge of allegiance every day in school.
I'm not messing with that guy.
Yeah. Take a knee, respect the flag.
Yeah, respect.
That portion of our fan base is going to be angry that we even entertain the idea of working out Colin Kaepernick. Then you have a portion of our fan base who, if we do work out Colin Kaepernick and don't want to sign him because we didn't like what we saw or whatever the case may be, then they're going to be angry at us.
Mm-hmm.
So then if you're the Jets, this is I'm just hypothetically saying the Jets.
Right.
If you're the Jets, then you go to the league office and say, hey, I want to work out Colin Kaepernick, but I don't want the shit show media storm of us initiating a workout. So can you schedule a workout? We'll send some people there, and it'll be like we actually wanted this workout. Is what I'm saying making sense?
Yes, but what you're saying seems like what's happening though for every team.
Yeah, every team is going, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was like one or two teams that initiated it, and then other teams are like, okay, well, fuck, we might as well send someone in.
Okay.
Because that makes sense, but then I go back to what I said earlier. I don't trust shit from this league. So, I'm going to assume that they're doing it, that it's all in bad look. It's all like a PR stunt for whatever reason. Maybe they didn't think it would get out of hand as it did.
Right.
Maybe they thought, okay, look, just go and give fucking Colin Kaepernick a workout. No one's
like one of those like bite you in the butt type of things.
Yeah.
You thought it was going to be good, but now it's because I mean that's my thing is like if it was going to be a PR stunt, well, your PR stunt ended up being very negative, not positive.
But at the same time, though, think about all the negative PR the NFL has gotten. A shit ton.
Always.
Like, when was the last – like, any guys – look, listen, I work, like –
and it's not like they do good things. I mean, they
– but no, listen. But I work, like – I'm not going too into detail about what I do, but I work in advertising-related fields. There's not a single thing the NFL does in good faith. Not a single thing. Everything has – think about, dude. I
mean, dude, you got to but a lot of big corporations.
No, I know. I know that. I know that, but then you have everyone sucking off the big corporations and always trusting them. And oh no, the NFL will never do some shit like that. Yeah, they would. They would do literally anything to boost their brand or to boost their sales. Think about the Salute to Service month. Go on the NFL store right now and just scroll through all of the shit you can buy for Salute to Service. All the jerseys. They sell jerseys that players don't even wear. All the hats, everything. Think about the breast cancer awareness month they used to do. Pink jerseys everywhere, never worn in game, but you could buy them on the NFL shop for $150. Where are those proceeds going? They going to breast cancer awareness funds? Fuck no. They're going straight into the NFL's pocket.
Right.
So you think that the NFL wouldn't set up some bullshit workout and send some scouts who are going to report back to their teams, hey, fuck no.
Probably interns.
Yeah, probably some NFL 19-year-old interns. Kaepernick's gonna be like, who are these fucking kids?
Yeah. Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Colin Kaepernick.
We're the scouts.
Will you let the head coach? I said hello.
Oh my god.
That's interesting. I would love to see him on a team, man. At least a backup somewhere. And if starter goes down, he can go in. Get some time.
I will immediately support whatever team picks him up.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people would.
Because it's been what, 3 years?
I do think it would have to be the right fit, but.
And keep in mind, guys,
go send him to Washington.
The NFL gave this dude.
Put him in Washington.
The NFL gave this dude
Washington got a decent roster. Not really, but
they got like 6 quarterbacks on their team right now. Like Alex Smith is stuck to the other team. Keenum, Haskins. I would say like a team like I don't even know. I'd have to think about it more, like what his fits were. But like, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the NFL gave this dude a multi-million-dollar settlement. They settled with him for multi-millions of dollars in the in his blackball thing. Guys, the league doesn't. If you think that the league is not being sinister or shady about some of this shit, you're incorrect. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, and I hate to be the pessimistic guy, but that's just the way things work. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get to the games.
Back to football.
Yeah, back to the NFL. Just shit on the NFL. Now we're going to pick all their games.
All right. Hey, we still love the NFL.
And watch all the games. Yeah. That's how we are. Well, let's talk about this Thursday night football game, which is actually interesting.
It is interesting.
If you would have asked, 3-4 weeks ago, this game would have looked like a shit show. Mm-hmm. I think I even mentioned something about this game being a Thursday night football game a while back, and now it actually is an interesting game. 5-4 Steelers, 3-6 Browns in Cleveland. Big game for both of these teams, depending on how you see the Browns.
Yep. I mean, you got Browns kind of trying to resurrect their season, and the Steelers who basically have resurrected their season. And I just think the Steelers defense right now is just going to be too much. I think the Browns, I talked about how their offense has kind of turned around. I mean, we know they run the ball. They're 5.2 yards a carry, second in the league. Chubb is 5th in the league yards after contact. So we know this dude is a monster. I mean, you were saying he should be in the conversation for one of the best in the league right now, and he no doubt is. This defense, though, 3.9 yards per carry allowed. That's 7th best in the league. As far as the Pittsburgh offense keeping up, especially if Cleveland offense is going to be, I think they'll keep getting better from last week. I think last week was kind of a big turning point, especially
they weren't even that good, though.
They weren't that good, but it looked a lot better.
I guess, yeah.
They looked a lot better.
The bar's very low.
Right. Well, and that's the thing. Hopefully, you can only go up from there.
That's true.
But the thing is, and where I think the difference will be in this game is the turnover battle. And the Steelers defense is one of the best takeaway defenses in the league, and we know how Baker turns the ball over. That's what I'm leaning on, and the Browns just gave up 100. They gave up 135 rush yards a game, and Buffalo didn't exploit that. We were both disappointed in that last week.
Yeah.
And I also got a coaching edge. I mean, I've been preaching Mike Tomlin's name all season. I got the Steelers 24-20. I do think it'll be a good one, but I got the Steelers pulling it out.
I'm taking the Steelers as well. 18-17 is my final score prediction. So low scoring, slugfest of a game for a lot of the same reasons you said, honestly. The Steelers, since they got Minkah Fitzpatrick, lead the league in takeaways, 24 since week 3. It's crazy. 14 interceptions, tied for the most in the NFL. Minkah has 4 picks in his last 3 games. We all know what Baker likes to do, and that's turn the ball over. Baker loves turning the ball over. And also, the Steelers have the number 2 pass rush in the NFL. We know what the Browns' offensive line is, a.k.a. shit. And Baker, under pressure, is also shit. 55% accuracy rating, 3rd worst in the NFL. 42 passer rating, 2nd worst. 5 interceptions, 5th most. Only 2 touchdowns under pressure. Ugh. Ugh. And against top 10 pass rushes, the Cleveland Browns are 0-3. In those games, Baker against the Rams, 18-36, 195 yards, a pick, a touchdown, 64 passer rating, got sacked 3 times. 49ers, oh, man, this one. 8 for 22, 100 yards. 0 touchdowns, 2 picks. 13 passer rating. Like, what is it? You get like a 30 for just fucking throwing the ball on the ground every time or something like that?
Right.
4 sacks. And then the Patriots were, honestly, wasn't terrible. 20 of 31.
No, yeah.
190 yards.
They ran the ball all over them too.
And it was
the turnovers that killed them in that game.
Yeah, Nick Chubb uncharacteristically too.
Yeah.
And then it was also a rainy game and shit.
Yeah.
But you mentioned they were that one fucky ass play, that little pitch against the Bills. They were that play away from losing that game. I guess I'm a dumbass.
I know, dude. That's what I was about to say, bro.
I guess I don't get it. No,
that's crazy to me.
But we are dumbasses, though, so that's probably
why. 100% believe it.
The
Steelers are decent against the run, though. I don't know, man. That defense is incredible. I'm rocking with it until I see otherwise.
I agree, man. I've joined you. I've joined you on the Steelers ride or die train. I think they're a playoff team, and I've been out on the Browns. I've been out on them. But if they were to have a chance, and looking at their schedule, it's there. If they were to,
we honestly, Colin Coward said it beginning of the season.
That was gonna be a nightmare.
He said the beginning of the season is gonna be horrible, but they could still go 9-7.
Okay, well, I think that ship has sailed though. They'd have to literally only lose one game the rest of the season.
Yeah.
What on earth have they showed you that makes you think that is a possibility?
I don't think it's impossible, but
they just beat the Browns. There. They just beat the Bills by 3 in a game where the Bills missed 2
all their games are going to be like that. All their wins are going to be like that. But they got the benefit of the schedule.
I can't believe this team beat the Ravens in Baltimore.
I know.
What the hell?
No, I mean.
But if they lose here, look, I'm out on them. I don't think they make the playoffs. But if you're one of those believers, this is it. If they lose tonight, then it's over. Close the curtains. And you know what? The reason why I had the score so low and shitty is, I'm not a big Mason Rudolph guy.
Right.
What were you about to say?
I was going to say, I mean, just the schedule is crazy. They do have the Steelers again.
So Steelers twice, Ravens again.
Steelers, sure. Dolphins, Steelers, Bengals, Cardinals, Ravens, Bengals.
Oh, damn.
So they still got the Bengals twice.
Dolphins.
But they got the Ravens in there and the Cardinals in there.
So you would have to let's just pencil in that you lose to the Ravens. You'd have to beat the Steelers twice and then not lose one of the easy wins. I don't think they're going
to beat the Steelers
Hell
no.
Twice. They're not going to make the playoffs, man. It's over. No. The dream is dead.
Yeah.
The dream is dead.
Is Freddie going to be the coach next year?
I mean, if I had to take a guess, no.
Yeah.
And if I'm a Browns fan, I am on my hands and knees right now. I'm praying that is the case. That is actually, you know what? That's actually a worst case scenario, I would think, for the Browns. If I'm being really
honest, he's the coach?
No, that they go on this run and that if you're a Browns fan, given the history of their team, obviously, you would love it. But if they go on a run and beat all these shithole teams and crawl into the playoffs somehow and get just trounced in the first round, and the Browns are like, did you see what Freddie Kitchens did at the end of the season? And they bring him back, and then they're just shit next year.
Another shit show.
Yeah.
But, yeah, there's still something to say about just, like, first year, but
I mean,
there's no doubt that the hire itself was just, like, a mistake.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think after, like, week 2, I was like, all right, well, Freddie Kitchens is not going to be a head coach in this league much longer.
Yeah.
Do I have anything else I want to say about this game? The reason why I have it low score in Cleveland, this is a decent matchup for Cleveland's defense as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have the Browns have the 9th best pass rush. Rudolph, 38 passer rating under pressure, worst amongst starters in the NFL.
They're not good. They're not really good against the run though. And
sure, yeah, they're not good.
Is Connor going to be okay?
It sounds like Connor's back.
Okay, so I'm kind of leaning on that too.
Yeah, same.
But wait, was this the game I saw a stat?
And also, while you're looking, I want to say like the like both these teams have good pass rushes. The difference is the Browns have a terrible offensive line. The Steelers have, by DVOA, the number 1 pass protection O-line.
Yep.
So there you go. There's your difference. Actually,
Come on, Juju, go off, bro. Let's go.
The more I'm talking about this game, the more I'm thinking 18-17 will not be the final score, and it'll be a wider margin. But, dude, the Browns are favorites in this game.
I know. That kind of spooked me because last week we were like, why were they favored against the Bills?
That's true.
And now I'm like, why are they favored against the Steelers? Like, what do they know that I do not know?
I know, right? That is kind of scary.
Yeah. But I love upset picks, so.
Yeah. Except when
give me good teams on upsets all day.
Yeah, for sure. The Steelers on an upset, man.
Yeah, give me.
But Vegas has been sucking the Browns' dick all year long.
Right.
All right. Wow, we're getting to the Cowboys game early today.
Yeah, I know.
Sunday noon. Thank God, man.
Yeah.
Noon. Get us in the games where there's 7 different games going on, so not everyone's focused on us, and we can just lose in peace. The 5-4 Cowboys go to Detroit, take on the 3-5-1 Lions, and I'm doing something different for a change. I'm not getting burned again. I have 2 predictions for this game.
Okay. You want to start? Or you want me to go?
I mean, you can go. I was just throwing that out there.
There's no line for this game, I assume, because Stafford isn't – there's no for sure if he's playing it or not.
Yeah.
He's got broken bones in his back, man.
There's no way he plays. If I had to take a guess.
That's spooky.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was like that.
Yeah, did you see that they're kind of under some fire?
About that whole thing?
Yeah, well, apparently everyone in the Lions organization knew that he wasn't going to be playing by Saturday, and they didn't change his designation until
I did
right
see
before the
something
game.
about that.
Yeah.
So what? I mean, because we've talked about that before with the David Johnson thing.
Yeah. I don't know what like the repercussions are of that.
Right.
If there are any.
Also, Cowboys won't have Connor Williams, arthroscopic knee surgery.
Could be addition by subtraction.
Yeah. Do you like Suafilo?
I don't like Connor Williams. I'll tell you that much.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's not the biggest. Like, if there's a hit on our line, that's the one to take.
Yeah, he's the weak link.
Not
that we're happy about an injury or anything.
No, of course not. I mean, he's a second-year guy. Like, he's got plenty of time to improve.
Yeah.
And we saw the jumps he made this offseason to try to get bigger and stuff like that.
Yeah, he got massive.
I mean, my thing with this game, dude, the Lions' defense is so bad.
Yeah.
And I think the Cowboys are going to put up a lot of yards. I think we're going to put up some numbers. I mean, I think Zeke is still the bottom line workhorse in the running game. We know that. But I think to win, we need to be putting Dak's full ability as
on display.
As the number one. That's how we're going to win games.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Let Dak go off. I mean, I'm down to run the ball. I'm down to give Zeke 20 carries, but especially late, man, let's keep making these plays.
Yeah.
And let's come out with a higher intensity on defense and not start as slow. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you.
And that was kind of the point was we don't know what defense is going to show up, but if Stafford is out, I think our pass rush is going to be a big problem for this team.
Oh, yeah.
I got Cowboys 31-17 without Stafford and 34-27 with Stafford.
Oh, I have the same exact score without Stafford, 31-17. With Stafford, I have a 27-24.
I like how you had that ready, too, because I just had to – it's a totally different ball game.
Yeah, I wasn't getting burnt by that again because that fucked us last week.
Yeah, I guess that was my thinking too.
Because if I knew last week that Jeff Driscoll was playing, I would have picked the Bears, even though I hate the Bears.
If I knew Brissett was out, I probably would have picked the Dolphins to win.
Oh, I wouldn't have done that, but I believe that you would have. Because you picked the Dolphins to beat the Jets.
That wasn't that hard.
It was hard for me. Look, here's the thing. If Driscoll's playing, this should be a blowout. Just truth be told. It should be a blowout because here's the thing. Stafford doesn't play defense, and the Lions' defense sucks. So the Cowboys should be doing their thing offensively. Mm-hmm. So the question is, can the Lions keep up with Driscoll? No chance. Not a fucking chance in hell. With Stafford, yes, there's a chance.
Shootout.
But I saw actually some more conspiracies floating out about this. Not really conspiracies, I guess, but some theories that
put your tinfoil hats on.
That Stafford actually hurt his back last year, which he did. He did hurt his back, and that this injury is a re-aggravation of that, and not a new injury. I don't know why they would hide that though. I don't know, but
I think there is something to say about a lot of these better teams that not take care of their players better. I don't want to say that, but have really good, team doctors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a very underrated part of sports.
No, for sure. Look at the Redskins, whole shit show of a situation with Trent Williams.
Right.
But I did see some people say that it's very possible Stafford is done for the year. And back injuries are not – I mean, dude, we had a franchise quarterback who had back injuries.
You can't play sports without your back.
And we are the fan of a team whose franchise quarterback had back issues throughout his entire career, and it was so you never knew. One hit – and it was like any hit, anytime we went to the ground, we all collectively held our breath.
Whenever Romo didn't get up, man, it was
tough.
Prayers. Yeah.
And so, I mean, obviously Stafford is a warrior. This dude has played. I mean, he had the second longest consecutive game start streak. He's played through that back injury last year. I mean, dude, I can't even imagine playing football through a back injury. I can't even imagine that. He's had hip injuries this year. He's got a torn ligament in his finger he played through. But the fact of the matter is the Lions aren't winning this game without him.
Right.
Because think about this. Where the fuck would they be without him? They even have a win.
They'd be a terrible team.
He's carried them on his back, and maybe that's why his back is so fucked, because he's literally carried them on his back all year long.
No, man, Stafford's a dog, man.
Yeah, we love some Stafford on this show. He's a great quarterback, man. He's a great quarterback. Doesn't get the recognition he deserves for sure.
Yep.
Lions defense, they've given up over 80 yards of rushing every game this year. They've given up 120 in 6 of the 9 games. The Cowboys are 30-6 in games where they run for over 120 yards since Zeke came into the league. So we've kind of said, don't like sometimes we use the running game to a fault, but this would be a game where it'd be time to get Zeke going for real.
I mean, well, how about this then? Go out, let Dak attack early, get a lead, and then pound it all day.
No, I agree with you. Yeah. I think it's all right. The run game, try it. If it doesn't work, this is the thing. It's not. We
don't do well adjusting during the game.
No, we don't have Trubisky back there, guys. We have Dak Prescott. We don't have dude. Hearns isn't our best receiver anymore. It's Amari Cooper. Like, we can throw the ball and do it really well.
Hearns would be our 4th best receiver at this point.
I don't even know if Hearns would get playing.
People don't even realize that he was supposed to be our number 1 target last year.
Yes, Hearns was brought into our team last year to be the number 1.
Look at our receiving core for now to what we had at the beginning of last year, and tell me Dak was supposed to be a top 5 quarterback.
Yeah, I can't believe that.
What kind of sense does that make?
I think our front office usually is really smart with their decisions, but that one was one of the worst. That one was up there.
That receiving core was.
You want to know what the crazy thing was? I remember we were all hyping out Hearns up hard.
I know.
We're like, he's gonna bounce back. He was on the shit Jags. He's bouncing back.
He's a real deal number 1.
And now he's barely getting playing time on the Dolphins. Love him though.
Yeah.
Love all the ex-Cowboys.
Still liked him.
Yeah. I mean, he still did decent things for us, and obviously that injury.
I'd probably take him as number 2. Not over Gallup, but
over Cobb?
No. But just like if I was a team with no receivers.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I guess. I mean, he's not even the number 2 in Miami. Miami does not have bad receiver options, though, if I'm being completely honest with you.
Right.
Is that all I have to say about this game? Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I could see Kenny G torching this defense for sure.
Yeah, but I think the pass rush, man, I don't think they're going to have time to throw.
Yeah, and also the thing that worries me about our defense is our run defense, and I don't worry about the Lions' run game in the slightest.
Nope. Maybe some screens could hurt us, but hopefully we're learning from last week.
Probably not, though.
Yeah.
So we both got the Cowboys. We both got them regardless of Stafford's status, but I have it kind of being a nail-biter. Stafford does play. Did you? Yeah. You had it close, too?
I had, I believe, 34-27. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
With Stafford.
So touchdown difference.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on to the next game, the Jags. Oh, 2 AFC South teams desperately in need of a win. Very weird game.
This is an interesting game.
Yeah.
AFC South.
Foles.
Jags are right in it. Foles back. Brissett back. Colts losing to the Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
Jags off a bye. No line, no spread right now.
Yeah. Because I'd imagine because of Brissett, but he's playing.
This should be an interesting matchup, man.
I think so.
I think both teams should be able to run the ball. Jags have a really good pass defense, but horrible rushing defense. It's really weird how some of these teams are really good against the run, really bad against the pass.
Yeah, I know.
Really good against the pass, really bad against the run, like Carolina.
Yeah. Who else is like that? The Bugs. Yeah, the Jags. The
Bugs really, really good against the run, really bad against the pass.
The Packers were like that when they were doing good.
This is really, really strange. The Jags are 0-5 when allowing over 100 rush yards. They're 4-0 when they don't. I'm going to give the edge in the running game to the Jags, though. They got Fournette.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
I take the Colts O-line over the Jags O-line, but I like Fournette's home run hitting power or potential.
Well, and it's kind of hard to judge, too, because we only seen Nick Foles for 5 for 8 passing and a really nice touchdown pass.
I know.
So you like to think it'll be nice.
It's a weird game.
The Colts passing defense isn't good.
No.
So that's kind of hard to judge there. And the Colts are kind of in a downward spiral. They need to figure it out quick.
Well, the Colts are the 6th ranked pass defense actually by DVOA.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we've talked about that.
Yeah.
Maybe Brissett can motivate the team coming back because they did. I mean, the defense looked pretty good last week.
Yeah, I mean they did fine.
But I'm gonna go with Foles and the Jags, man. Mainly because of the running game. But I got 27-24.
I got the Jags as well, 24-21. Because I'm putting my faith in Foles. We'll see. I mean, we've seen what Foles has done We've seen what Foles has done towards the end of the season when he needs to rattle off wins.
Mm-hmm.
He seems to always do it, and his teammates.
Well, and that division is so right there.
Dude, even the Texans can be caught, man. They got a tough game this week, and they're sitting there. They're sitting there at 6-4.
6-3, 6-4.
Are they 6-3? I think they are 6-3 actually. Yeah, they are 6-3.
Yeah.
So if they lose and the Jags are to win, you're all of a sudden a game and a half out. With what? 7 games left? 6 games left? I mean, you're definitely.
Maybe I have this too high scoring. 27-24.
I got a 24-20. I'm thinking that I'm 24-21.
The Jags can sling it sometimes, though.
This is almost.
They got some receivers.
This is almost an impossible game to predict.
Right.
Because you really don't know what the Jags are going to look like.
I mean, all I remember is that first drive.
Yeah, that dime.
I was like, damn, this might be a Super Bowl team.
That dime it was D.D. Westbrook, right? And then he just kind of did nothing the rest of the season.
Dude,
was it to D.D. Westbrook or was it
I can't believe it. I was thinking Chard, but I can't remember.
I think it was to D.D.
Because it was a deep one.
I think it was D.D.
I was getting so excited about this Jags team, and I was like, no.
Yeah, no, Foles did look good before he got hurt, but it was against the Chiefs when their defense was really bad.
Right.
Oh, man. This is a tough one. But,
you know I'm a Jags guy. I'll rock with them.
I'm going to rock with them, too, because I don't really have a reason. It's just gut feeling. I was going to try to give some, knowledge, but there is none. I'll put my how about this? I'll put my faith in a big Fournette runner, too. And
that's pretty much what I'm going for.
That'll be the deciding factor for me. So, Jags, we both have the Jags.
Oh, they're off a bye, too, so.
I think, yeah. But the thing that scares me, though, too, is the Colts are off an embarrassing loss.
Yeah.
So, there needs some wins. Let's move on to the next game. The Bills, 6-3. Dolphins, 2-7. Dolphins on a hot streak.
God, man. Bills so disappointing last week. They only handed the ball off 14 times. That's minus the Josh Allen scrambles, which we said was both super surprising. Dolphins have 4 takeaways in the last 2 games. Seem like, really energized team. The coach, I think, is really good at firing his guys up. He seems like a really good motivator. The Bills have a top 5 pass defense. Tre'Davious White is, pretty much the top corner in the league at this point.
He's up there.
Dude is really good.
Yeah.
He was really good against Odell last week. So I'm still going to go with the Bills. I'm going to give them the edge, and probably a weird one, as most Dolphins games goes. Got a 19-17.
Wow. I got a 27-17 Bills. I thought you were going to pick the Dolphins, honestly. I just had a weird feeling you were going to do it.
Dolphins +6 probably ain't bad.
No. Not terrible. My thing is it's officially time for the Dolphins to stop fucking around. You got 2 wins. The Steelers are not going to be as high of a pick as we thought maybe a few weeks ago. So it's time to get the tank rolling. And this is probably the week to do it. And the Bills, this is such a crucial game for them, I think. I don't think they come out sleepy. I think that's like the Dolphins, I think they caught the Colts sleeping. I really do think. I think.
Well, and no Brissett.
No Brissett.
Got lucky there.
Depending on what you think happened there, because I kind of lean towards the camp of Brissett could have played, but they're like, hey, it's the Dolphins. We'll take care of the Dolphins and come back next week.
Well, we didn't even mention T.Y. It seemed like he really struggling.
Yeah, I know. Shit, man. And they miss him badly.
Because that's a difference maker, too.
I mean, that's a big time
difference. That's 100 yards of receiving that you can't get just from anybody. That's a guy that gets open.
Yeah, I do like that Pascal kid, but
yeah, but he ain't T.Y. T.Y. is a top 15 receiver when he's healthy.
No, 100%. I agree with everything you're saying.
Yeah.
Back to this Dolphins game. The Bills do have a bad run defense, but are we on the Kalen Balazs train? No. Dude, you know what's crazy is if the Dolphins converted it, obviously the season. You don't want to say this because the season could have gone way differently. But if the Dolphins converted that 2-point conversion, they'd be 3-6. That'd be kind of crazy.
I know. If the Bills lose this one, we're 100% out on this.
I'm out. Yeah, I'm out. I'm already teetering on being out regardless of the outcome of this one. But because there's just the Steelers are coming on really strong. The Raiders are coming on really strong. The Colts are still a player. And then the Bills, who are just so unimpressive. And the Browns have an easy schedule.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they got to take care of the ball, man. If Josh Allen turns the ball two or three times, they're going to lose this game.
Yeah, no. I agree. And Josh Allen hasn't
Dolphins
thrown a
defense
pick.
has been on fire.
No, yeah, wait, I have something written here. 4 takeaways in the last 2 games.
Yeah, that's what I said too.
So, wow. But Josh Allen hasn't thrown a pick in 5 games. Or since week 5, I'm sorry.
But there you go.
He has fumbled 6 times in that stretch. So, it's one or the other with him.
Right.
Is he the white Jameis Winston?
Yeah.
No, he
can't throw like him.
Yeah, and he can run, so he's actually nothing like Jameis Winston.
Yeah. Turnover-wise, yes.
Yes, turnover-wise. Yeah, that's all I got. I am putting my faith in Devin Singletary again, though.
I'm not.
I'm
just putting my faith in the Bills' defense.
I'm putting my faith in Singletary. Come on, brother. All right, that's all I got to you. Bills' defense, though, 8 takeaways their first 4 games, 3 in their last 5.
Mm-hmm.
Been struggling, man.
Interesting.
This game is really spooky to me, if I'm being honest with you.
Okay.
3-6 Broncos, 7-3 Vikes, and Minnesota Vikings fresh off of a big-time Sunday Night Football win against the boys.
Yeah, Broncos coming off a bye as well. My thing is, can they game plan against this Vikings defense with not a great O-line? Vikings pass rush, 7th in the league with 29 sacks. This O-line isn't great. Brandon Allen's going to be tested all game. And we saw the Vikings just absolutely shut down Zeke in the running game. That's what the Broncos like to do. And the thing is the Broncos defense is pretty good too. So that is one thing that could maybe keep this close. I have that down as well. But I think this Vikings defense is still not being talked about a lot. And I got the Vikings 24-13. I think Brandon Allen's going to be – I think this is going to be a tough one for him.
I've got the Vikes 20-17. And truth be told, I kind of want to pick the Broncos, but I just can't put my faith in Brandon Allen, man.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
Just really nothing. The Vikings are undefeated at home this season.
It's a tough place to play, but
yeah. And
that defense, man, is good.
Yeah.
They have some good-ass linebackers.
The Vikings? Yeah. Michael Kendricks is playing his ass off.
That D-line is good too, man. They almost have a 49ers D-line-esque.
I wouldn't go
as far as the size, like Hunter is a huge person.
No, yeah. They got a good pass rush for sure. It's their secondary that's really sketchy. And then that's the thing.
But the guys that are the secondary are better than – they're really good players.
They're better. They should be doing better. They're underperforming for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't trust Brandon Allen to exploit the secondary, I guess is what I'm getting at.
Right. And they like to run the ball, and that's number one. And
the Broncos?
Yes.
Yeah, I was about to say the Broncos in their 3 wins have rushed for over 100 yards. They're 0-4 in games they don't rush for over 100 yards. And the Vikings run defense.
Yeah, I don't see them rushing over 100 yards.
No, Vikings run defense has only given up over 100 yards 3 times. So I don't see it. Thielen, it sounds like he's not going to play again.
I mean, I can understand them taking some time.
Yeah, definitely.
Is your hamstring?
Yeah, those are always.
Yeah, you got to be careful, because he's running too.
Yeah,
he likes to run, and I mean, when he catches it, he's going to go some distance. So he's trying to run fast
for sure.
Yeah.
I like the Broncos defense.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think
they make life hard on the Vikings. I don't think the Vikings, run away with this one. I think it's gonna be close, but I do think the Vikes ultimately pull it out.
Yep.
Nothing else for to say. Next up, my favorite team in the NFL, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, host the New Orleans Saints.
I struggled with this one.
Yeah, I really didn't.
Really?
Yeah.
I struggled a little bit. The Saints allowed 6 sacks last week.
Yeah.
Drew Brees hadn't been sacked that many times in a game since 2013. And the Falcons before that had 7 total sacks on the season.
That was just a weird game.
Shaq Barrett is tied for first with 11.5 sacks.
Almost all those coming in the first 3 weeks.
Right. We know the Bucs are good against the run. First in rush yards a game allowed. Passing defense giving up the most pass yards this season. The Bucs offense is scoring 29 points a game. This could be a shootout. See a lot of passing yards. Another divisional battle for the Saints. I like the Bucs plus 5.5, but I'm not going to pick them to win. I got the Saints 31-30.
I've got 1-point game.
Close one.
I've got the Saints 34-31. You know what? If the Saints didn't look embarrassing last week, I would have picked them.
You would have picked the Bucs.
I'd pick the Bucs if the Saints didn't look embarrassing last week.
Because you think that'll help them be motivated for this game.
Yeah, I've always felt that way.
Yeah, you said that a lot on the show.
Yeah, it just makes sense to me.
Yeah.
This all boils down to me is what Jameis Winston are you going to receive on Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to get the
what Saints defense are we going to see?
What
Saints team are we going to see?
Yeah, I know.
The team last week was not the Saints team we've seen.
Last week casted a real shadow of a doubt in pretty much every game moving forward. Not that I think the Saints got exposed or anything, because I still think they're a good team, but just the fact of the matter that team is there, that there's the potential for the team we saw last week to come out and look terrible against a one-win team.
Well, it's kind of like the Packers against the Chargers.
Yeah, no, I just chalk it up to it being a really weird division game. Saints, you're chilling, 7-1.
Laying a dud.
Falcons, your coach is probably on the way out.
On a bye week, everybody's like, oh, we still like each other. Let's go beat the Saints.
Yeah, like a camping trip or something. They say, guys, you know what?
Guys, it's okay.
It's really fun playing football.
Yeah, look how blessed we are. Let's go beat the Saints, dude.
You know some shit like that happen.
Yeah.
If I was an NFL player on a bye week, I'd say, hey, don't fucking communicate with me when I'm on my bye week. Don't text me.
Guys, I don't care if we're 2-6. We're gonna beat the Saints.
They were 1-6, weren't they? Did they have 2 wins?
Yeah.
Whatever the hell they were.
1-6, whatever. 2-6, whatever. I like the Bucs plus 5.5.
No, I like it too. I have the Bucs covering that. It feels like we might get a magical Jameis game at some point, though.
I know, man. Dude, this offense is ridiculous. You can only stop it so many times.
We didn't appreciate the hilarity that was the Ryan Fitzpatrick, Jameis Winston quarterback duo of last season.
That was insane.
Think about how funny of a duo that is. That those two are literally back and forth all game. Like Fitzpatrick would go out, throw a pick. All right, Jameis. And then James would go out, fumble the ball. All right, Fitz, go back in. Like that season was hilarious.
That was actually crazy. Especially like fantasy. It was like if you had one, you were picking up the other.
Yeah.
Or like stashing both.
For sure. And if you're a Mike Evans owner, you're like, what the hell's going on here, man? Can we just pick a quarterback? Even though Mike Evans gets his no matter what.
Yeah, but this year, early in the year, it would be I would start him and get 10, and I wouldn't start him, and then you get 30, and then I would start him. He got 0 one game.
Well, you said that. That was against the Saints when they played earlier in the season. Mike Evans, 0 catches, 2 targets. Last time they played, Chris Godwin, 7 catches, 125, 2 touchdowns. But here's the thing. Michael Thomas had 11 catches, 182 yards, and 2 touchdowns the last time these two met with Teddy Bridgewater as a quarterback. So, it'll be a long day for this.
When I imagine Breeze isn't happy about what happened last week.
Yeah, and I'm sure he's not happy that people are actually going on sports television saying Teddy Bridgewater needs to be the quarterback of the team.
That's rough.
I knew it was going to happen too.
Yeah.
I knew that it was going to happen. But if you think that, quit your job and give me your place. Dude, how bad do you have to be as a cornerback to get cut from the secondary? Vernon Hargreaves cut. I said, how bad of a corner do you have to be to get cut from the Bucs secondary?
Yeah.
I think I could stay on the roster at least.
I mean, I think that goes deeper than just your play, probably, because they invested a draft pick in him too.
Yeah.
That goes higher. That goes to everything you're doing ain't what we thought you were going to be doing.
Yeah, and what you've been doing is sucking ass anytime you're on the field. Oh man, I want to pick the Bucs so bad.
I know. I was really close.
You know I do.
I was really close.
Because the Saints don't have a great pass defense. They've been wishy-washy. You know what I mean? They've been wishy-washy.
Like sometimes pass rush is good.
Well, sometimes Lattimore's playing really good. Sometimes he looks like shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I said Mike Evans had no catches last time they played, but Chris Godwin went off. And Mike Evans, since that game, 9 catches a game, 139 yards a game, 3 touchdowns in 4 games since that. So he's been going the fuck off, man.
Yep.
He's so good. I wish he was on a better team.
I know.
Even though I love the Bucs, I wish he was on a different team.
Yep.
But what Jameis are we gonna get? If we get balling out, Jameis,
I got it in a shootout. I got it in a Will Lutz to win it.
All right, I'd love to see that. We both had it
pretty
close.
much what. Yeah.
It could very easily be disgusting.
Matt Gay miss.
It could very easily be a complete and total blowout where Jameis throws 7.
Jameis on the last drive to win it, and something crazy happens.
Only 2 of their 6 losses have been by more than 1 possession, no matter what Jameis has done.
They've been in games.
Yeah. So I think it's gonna be close. Oh my God. I can't believe this is a game.
I know.
The Jets 2-7, Redskins 1-8. But hold on, I had something about the Jets because their last 3 games have been Dolphins, Giants, Redskins, and then they play the Browns next week, I believe. And then their schedule after that is hold on, I'm pulling it up because it's hilarious. Oh, I'm sorry, they play the Raiders next week. Then it's the Bengals and then the Jets. Or Dolphins, I'm sorry. So in a 5-game stretch, is that 5 or 6? They will play the Dolphins, the Giants, the Redskins, the Raiders, who are a good team, the Bengals, and the Dolphins again. The fuck is that? Those are all toilet bowls.
Well, because it just sometimes it just works that way where the divisions across conferences play each other, and the NFC East is bad.
Yeah.
And the AFC East is bad.
Yeah.
And those two divisions are playing each other.
That's true.
So that's why, because the Cowboys have had shit games too.
Yeah, and
we got to play the Patriots and the Bills and shit, you know?
We had to play the Jets.
Yeah. Redskins off a bye. Haskins been made the starter. He hasn't had a TD yet. He's got 4 picks on the year.
Oof.
Or a couple games he's played. Jets have been really good against the run. They're number 1 in the league in yards per carry allowed. Redskins like to use AP. He's 96 yards a game in the last 4.
Well, Darius
Geis is supposed to be ready. Who knows what in the world he'll look like or if he'll even get in there. I have no idea what the Redskins are game plan.
Dude, does that feel like years ago when week 1 AP was a healthy scratch? Remember that?
Yeah.
That was a crazy turn of events.
Yep. Jets defense had 6 sacks last week. That might be a problem here. Jets offense is not good, but the Redskins D is even worse. I got the Jets 24-10.
I got the Jets 20-13. Guys, if you're thinking of watching this game, do yourself a favor and don't. Okay. This game's gonna be terrible.
Yeah. Tell Red Zone not to cover it.
Yeah, the Red Zone will not be covering it. These teams might not even see the Red Zone. I could see 2 safeties and a 4-0 win. What else do I want to say? I want to see something from Scary Terry and Haskins.
Yeah.
I want to see something there. But that's
probably a pick or 2.
Yeah, a couple picks, but
yeah.
I mean,
I would love to see Haskins play well though. I liked him in college. I liked him in college a lot.
Both of these quarterbacks could desperately use a confidence boost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't have anything to say about this game.
Yeah, this game sucks.
And then really the only reason I'm picking the Jets is they have, I think, the only game-changing player on either side of the field for either of these teams is Jamal Adams. The Redskins don't have anyone game-changing like that.
And the Jets have Le'Veon. Against like the worst defense in the league. The second worst.
It's been weeks now that it's been like, all right, Le'Veon's schedule's easy now.
So it seems like Le'Veon will still get me some fantasy points in our league, but like there'll be garbage time, or like something, you know.
Dude only has 3 touchdowns this year, man. I would love a big game from him. He was so fun to watch.
I know.
So fun to watch. He has yet to rush over 70 yards. Poor guy, man. I want to see him on a different team next year. Sorry, Jets. Okay, we both got the Jets, though. Yep. Next up, Falcons 2-7, fresh off of a huge win. Their season's still alive. But somehow. 5-4 Panthers, who I think are a pretty desperate need of a win, if you had to ask me.
Mm-hmm. 6-point spread. Kind of interesting. Falcons coming off their best overall game of the season. They had a pass rush. They could run the ball. They ran the ball for 143 yards. For real?
Yeah, man. Brian Hill.
Crazy. Panthers have the worst rush D in the league, 5.2 yards per carry allowed. Falcons have allowed the 5th fewest receiving yards to running backs and are pretty good against the run.
That shit is so weird, though. Like you mentioned it. The Panthers have like this 3rd best pass rush. But yet they're terrible against the run. And they have
the worst against the run.
And they have Luke Kuechly. It's like their linebacking core is garbage.
Yeah. How does that happen?
I'm guessing their interior defensive line must be terrible.
And I was watching the preview, and they kind of mentioned this Falcons have this nothing to lose attitude.
They've had that for literally since like week 3 of the season.
Right. I mean, I'm kind of worried about this game for the Panthers, but I don't trust Atlanta fully, obviously. And I got the Panthers figuring it out and winning 27-24.
Okay. I got the Falcons. 28-21. Just feeling it this week.
Yep.
It depends. It depends on what Falcons team we're going to see, because they could go one or two ways. They could, be rallying the troops. Their season's probably a wash. Like, they're not making the playoffs, even if they went out. I don't even know if 9 wins is enough.
No.
But maybe they come together and say, hey, we love Dan Quinn. They went on, like we talked about earlier, the camping trip during the bye week, and they all held hands and realized how much they loved each other.
Saying kumbaya.
How much they loved playing with one another. And they are going to turn it around and win some games. And this could be a prime one, I think. Like, I'm worried about
I just think the Panthers got to be pissed off about last week, man. I mean, the Packers are a good team, but I just feel like, man, it could have came out with a win, and let's go out. We need to win. We need to win this week.
Part of me probably has an unpopular opinion or a controversial opinion that this Panthers team was just kind of due for something like that, like a little skid to sort of end the magic. If I'm being honest.
I mean, that's not like that was not a good loss, but a loss where I said they came away with a lot of good things from that.
Yeah, that's true.
And me and you talked about, we thought McCaffrey got that touchdown.
Oh yeah.
I mean, dude, get out of the way, Curtis.
There's no way he didn't cross the goal line.
Dude, I know, man.
Just the way his body was contorting and falling. There's just no way the physics that ball didn't cross. But of course, the Packers got off fucking scotch-free.
Of course.
Fuck the Packers.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, the Panthers are what, 5-4, right?
Yeah.
They need to win.
I know they do.
They need to win.
I
know cannot lose to the Falcons right now.
This is all a gut feeling thing for me, because
the rushing defensive stats scare me in this game.
Yeah, but
they're pretty good against the run, and they're the 5th best against receiving yards to running backs. That's what McCaffrey does. That's all McCaffrey. I mean, Colin's okay. Like I've talked about how I liked him, but McCaffrey's the engine.
Yeah.
So if you can take him out to under 100 scrimmage yards, Panthers aren't winning.
I think the only team that's done that so far has been the Bucs. They've done it twice. Stop McCaffrey for 200 for under 100 yards. But what was I going to say? There's literally no reason why I should pick the Falcons, but I'm just doing it anyway.
Last week?
Because the Panthers' run defense is terrible. But here's the thing. The Falcons, they don't run the ball. No one runs the ball fewer times than the Falcons. They run the ball the least amount of anybody in the NFL.
Except last week.
And no one throws the ball more than them.
Except last week.
But, well, yeah, that's true. And, those stats are always a little, misused.
143 yards on the ground? How did that
because
happen?
The Falcons have been behind in every game and having to throw.
Right.
Julio against Bradbury is a great matchup.
Mm-hmm.
Those two always go at it, and Bradbury has done a good job against Julio in the past. These obviously they're division rivals. And I guess that's kind of my thinking. Another divisional game could be a little weird. I don't have a single thing that makes me really feel like the Falcons should win this game, other than a gut feeling. Also, other than Matt Ryan's been quietly very good this season.
He's been good,
but
offense
isn't the issue.
Yeah,
it's a shit defense. So you got the Panthers, which is the right pick. What did you say this line was?
I picked the Panthers almost to a fault sometimes. 27-24.
You do love the Panthers. You say you love the Jags, dude. You're like a closet Panthers fan, I think. Hey, man, I'm about to put a Buccaneers banner right here. So just come out and support your teams, bro.
I'm gonna have a Titans banner, a Panthers banner,
Jaguars,
a Dolphins banner,
Steelers,
a Steelers banner.
Every team but the Cowboys.
Yeah, every middle of the pack team is my favorite team.
Oh, so then a Cowboys banner too.
So Cowboys fits right in.
Yeah. That could be a spooky game. We'll see. Here we go. Game of the week. Game of the week right here.
Mm-hmm.
Can't believe it's a 12 o'clock game, and we get the Bears and the fucking Rams on Sunday Night Football.
Woohoo!
But the 6-3 Texans and Deshaun Watson, the 7-2 Ravens and Lamar Jackson. What a matchup.
It is a good one.
Yeah.
The last time these two guys saw each other was 2016 in college. 42-36, Clemson beat Louisville in a big game.
Yeah.
Where both of them were balling.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched the highlights of that game earlier.
Dude, Deshaun was insane at Clemson.
Right, dude. Texans coming off a bye. I mean, Watson's been really good. Lamar's in the MVP conversation now. Ravens have scored. Go ahead.
Dude, if the Texans win this game, then Watson's in them.
Yeah. I mean, I think me and you both talked about Watson MVP early on. It's just coming off a bye, no one's been able to talk about him.
Right.
I mean, when teams go on a bye, it seems like they left the planet.
Yeah, no, it really does.
I'm like, the Texans are in the league?
Well, we talked about that last week when it was like, oh, shit, the Rams. I forgot that they existed.
I was like, the Falcons still play football? What? Man, I mean, the Ravens scored more points than anybody.
Yeah.
Damn. Good Lord, dude. It's like 33 game.
Yeah.
They're the only two players in the league they're only team in the league with two players that have 600 rushing yards and 6 rushing touchdowns in Lamar and Mark Ingram.
I bet you could limit that to just 2 600-yard rushers. Do you think? Who else do you think? Latavius and Kamara, maybe?
Maybe.
Eckler and Gordon? Gordon hasn't gotten 600 yet.
No. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Maybe. That's an interesting stat, though, nonetheless.
Right. Texans haven't allowed a 100-yard rusher, though, since Week 17 of 2017. That's Frank Gore. So, I mean, this is – I've said before earlier in the show, like, this is a good run defense. But Watt's out for the year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's kind of hard to gauge the Texans. We haven't seen them in a couple weeks.
I agree with you.
But I think it's a really good matchup. Really good matchup. Probably 2 playoff teams in the AFC, I would think. And I think both quarterbacks are going to make a lot of plays. I'm going to go with the Texans, though. I'm going to go with Watson. But I do think Lamar – I was wondering earlier, like when I was watching the highlights, if Lamar was thinking about this game that they had against each other in college.
Maybe.
But I got the Texans 34-30.
I've got the Texans too, 27-24.
That surprises me.
It's just this game is so hard to predict.
I thought about it a while. I mean,
because I've been saying the Texans are very volatile. You don't know what you're going to get, really. I mean, in almost every facet of their team, because one week their offensive line looks like they figured it out and they're one of the best in the league, and then next Deshaun's running for his life every play. And the Ravens, they've got an okay pass rush. I mean, it's not incredible or anything.
Well, and we know Mark Spears has been making plays. I just like how Watson takes care of the ball.
Yeah, Watson does.
He's just not a turnover guy.
I mean, dude, Marcus Peters' impact on this Ravens defense has been insane.
I know.
Hopkins on Peters. I mean, and the thing about Peters is he's such a smart corner that he baits you into throws.
Well,
and
both
jumps the
these guys in the passing game are going to make plays on the run.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
This is going to be a really fun game to watch.
It's going to be a really good game.
It should be a really fun game to watch. And I think whoever jumps out early and grabs the lead and is able to dictate the pace of this game will win. Because both of these teams like the ball. Both these teams like running the ball. And I think what gave me the benefit of the doubt is the Texans have the 6th best run defense by DVOA. Yep. And the Ravens have yet to play a top 10 run defense by DVOA this whole entire season. Because that's kind of been the Patriots' crux is they can't stop the run at times. I'm trying to think who else the Ravens have played. The Bengals twice. I think they played the Bengals twice already. Obviously, they historically bad against the run. But that's kind of the thing for me. And then the Ravens, they got the 28th run defense. So maybe we see Carlos Hyde go off. So Duke Johnson.
He's been good.
But the issue is just like, how do you stop Lamar Jackson? You know what I mean? If the Patriots can't do it,
good luck.
Who the fuck can? Because
but he can only do so much.
That's true. Like, he's going to need his defense to step up, make plays for him. He's going to need his defense to not get gashed on the ground so he can get the football. Man, this is going to be a great game. 2 great young quarterbacks.
What was your score?
27-24. So I got a field goal game, maybe last-second field goal or missed field goal, something along those lines. Ravens with a 7 takeaways since the Marcus Peters trade. 2nd fewest points allowed since the trade. 3rd lowest pass rating. 3rd lowest completion percentage.
And I thought their defense looked good before the trade.
Their secondary was okay before. Their defense was not what it was now. That's
for the most
sure.
part, it's been really, really good since they've gotten Peters.
Yeah, it has. Houston you can't throw pick six. Can't throw pick six in this one.
Can't afford it.
Can't let Peters bait you into throwing it to Hopkins on an out or something and he jumps it.
Lamar can't throw a pick either, though.
Yeah, no, that's true. Damn, this game's going to be really fun. Whoever wins this game is going to have some solid MVP talks. I'm going to tell you that much. Because the Texans go to 7-3.
If Lamar wants to be MVP and Russell just beat the Niners, he's going to have to win this game.
I think it's almost a foregone conclusion, dude. I love Lamar Jackson. He's done some crazy shit, but Russell's on a fucking different planet right now.
Yeah.
Like, he's on a different planet. We both got the Texans, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Like, I'm surprised you picked the Texans. You're surprised I picked the Texans. It's just one of those games.
Yeah. On the road, too. It's spooky.
Yeah. Sunday games. The 3-6-1 Cardinals go to San Fran, take on the Niners, looking to avenge their first loss of the season.
Kittle was 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, these two teams played
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. A little weird.
It's 11.5-point spread.
Kind of spooky.
Yeah, we saw this matchup first time around, and Kenyon Drake had the best game of his life, of his career. Isabella had an 80-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
Cards barely lost, and then we've been mostly impressed with them for pretty much all year.
We've been big Cards guys.
49ers coming off a tough loss. I think they bounced back. I got the Niners 30-20.
Yeah, I got the Niners as well, 31-17. That was one of my finer moments of the season so far, picks wise, was calling that game 2 weeks ago to be close. Because I think I had it like a 3-4 point game.
Right.
That's what it was, right?
Yeah.
I don't feel that way this week.
No, I don't either.
I don't feel that way this week. Even though Kittle is out.
Yeah, Kittle's out.
He's been rolled out, and that kind of sucks because Cardinals are the worst team in the league against tight ends. And
Kittle is the number one passing option, even with Emmanuel.
But that's not I don't think that's a slight on – Emmanuel's out too, though.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a slight on the receivers, though, because Kittle's a fucking –
No, it's not a slight. But I'm saying Kittle out is that's a huge loss for the offense.
Kittle out's a big deal. Yeah. But, they're just going to run the ball to death. And I think they're going to play motivated. It's not like they got embarrassed on Monday night. Like, they ran into –
They fought hard, man. That was overtime back and forth down to the last minute of the overtime.
That was the game of the year by far.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like it feels like there haven't been any signature games this year. That many of them. Because remember last year, what was that Chiefs-Rams game? Then you had the Chiefs-Patriots games. It feels like there were so many games oh my God, that was must-watch television.
Mm-hmm.
Last week had a bunch of good games, though.
I think the Ravens-Patriots game was kind of big.
Yeah, but it wasn't close though. The Ravens kind of controlled it. That's what I mean is a back and forth. Dude, that Monday night game was so good. So much. I was oh, and I was oh,
right.
He shanked it.
I feel like the Buccaneers have had some crazy games.
Oh, that Buccaneers game against the Rams. What was the fucking final score? 55-50 or some shit like that.
Yeah, that game was crazy.
No, that game was crazy. I forgot about that one. But yeah, going back to this game. I don't feel a Kenyon Drake big game again.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't feel an Andy and Isabella
80-yard touchdown. I don't see that either.
But he had a big play last week, though, too.
I know. He's a fast motherfucker. He's fast.
Yeah, that dude is fast. Christian Kirk had a monster game last week, but, dude, this Niners secondary is just disgusting.
Yeah.
Just disgusting. I don't have much else to say about this one. I like the San Fran team. I don't care about their loss. To me, they literally look like, if not the best team in the NFL, the second best.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel about them. So, yeah, that's all I got. Next game up, Bengals 0-9, continue their quest for 0 wins. Go to Oakland to take on our favorite team, the Raiders.
Yep. There's not a lot to say about this one either, man.
No.
Cincinnati's defense is historically bad.
Nothing ever to say about Bengals games.
The Raiders should be able to have their way on offense. The defense coming off probably their best performance of the year against Chargers last week, and they get the extra rest. I got the Raiders 31-17.
I've got the Raiders as well, 24-13. A little more low scoring just because I think the Raiders run the ball to the ground, and it's just one of those quick in and out. Let's go home games.
Jacobs had 3 touchdowns.
Could. Jacobs could go off for fucking 250 and 3 touchdowns. I could see
Seriously.
There's just something about this Raiders team that it feels like they're not going to get caught sleeping. You know what I mean?
No, Gruden don't play, man.
No, Gruden doesn't play. And the Raiders definitely aren't even in a place to get caught sleeping.
No. This is because you were talking about the Dolphins, the Colts, where you would think maybe is this a must-win game compared to the other games? This is like one that you cannot lose.
Yeah, you can't.
So it's not, must-wins can be construed a couple different ways, but when you play the bad teams, you got to get your wins against the bad teams.
Yeah, I agree. Because the
Raiders, I don't think Gruden's playing with it. I would probably take the 10.5. Raiders covering that, to be honest.
I have an 11-point game. I wouldn't be shocked at all if it was way more than that.
Yeah.
Because it's the Bengals. I'm telling you, I've been saying this for kind of a minute now. I think I was one of the first to hop on. The Bengals are way worse than the Dolphins bandwagon.
Yeah.
Because I've been saying for a minute that they're going to go 16. They just look like fucking shit. And Finley's bad. Joe Mixon, that was good to see, but I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. Bengals moved to 0-10, and they have no incentive to try and win is the thing.
No.
Like, they need to be getting the number 1 draft pick.
Yep.
So, let's move on to a pretty interesting game here.
Mm-hmm.
Could be.
Mm-hmm.
8-1 Patriots, off of a bye, also off of a loss. Go to Philly, who the Eagles also off of a bye, but also off of a 2-game win streak. Or is it a 1-game win streak? No, it's a 2-game win streak. It's a 2-game win streak. Bears and the
Bills, right?
Bills and the Bears.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the last time these two teams saw each other was Super Bowl. Nick Foles beat them.
Yep.
Last time these two teams
Nick
played.
Foles isn't walking through that door, ladies and gentlemen.
No, he's not. There is a statue of him in the locker room, though.
That is seriously one of the strangest things going on in the NFL right now. That's really real. Is that not the weirdest
Skip
thing?
talks about it all the time.
Is that not the weirdest thing? Like, imagine being Wentz and just walking by that every day. What do you mean a statue? Like a player-made statue or a statue inside the locker?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, remember, guys, we don't know shit about shit. But
no. Skip Bayless says there's a shrine of Nick Foles.
Okay, a shrine is even weirder than a statue.
Yeah, there's some kind of testament to Nick Foles in the locker room when you walk in.
Dude, that is hilarious. That's some shade to your franchise quarterback.
Right.
I can't be the only one who feels that way. I hate Carson Wentz and the Eagles, but so it's hilarious to me.
I don't see Bill Belichick allowing the Eagles to run the ball as good as they have been. And I don't see Carson Wentz being able to make enough plays in this game. I think it'll be a physical game. I think there could be some turnovers. I mean, Tom Brady, we know the Patriots offense hasn't been great at all by any means, but I think Edelman can have a game. I think Sanu's a really good fit there. I do. And I think the Pats win. I think it'll be close, though. I got 27-24 Patriots.
I got Patriots as well, 24-17. But I will say this, as a Cowboys fan, this game feels really spooky to me.
It is spooky.
It just feels like the Eagles might just pull some miracle shit out here, and then we have to hear about it forever.
You know they're going to be motivated, man.
Yeah.
It is not going to be easy for us to win the division.
No. I don't think we will, if I'm being brutally honest. But the reason why I think this is really spooky, going more just beyond a gut feeling thing, more towards like the numbers and matchups, the Patriots can be ran on. Like, they're not a good run defense. 14th against the run. I mean, slightly above average, but when you talk about what the rest of their defense is capable of
doing. The Eagles have been running the ball really well.
Yes, Eagles have been running the ball very well. That's obviously been a point of emphasis for them. They have the 4th most rushing attempts, dating back to the game where they beat the Packers in Lambeau and just ran all over them. If you're the Eagles, they're 12th in turnovers. You cannot do that. Because this Patriots defense has some weird voodoo magic where if you turn the ball over, it's a touchdown. Like, it's almost It's almost a guaranteed touchdown. Like, I've never seen some shit like this where they just get fumbles and score. It's the most crazy shit.
I don't trust Wentz in this game, man.
I don't either. And the thing is when you have – it's great that they've been shifting more towards running the ball a bunch. But then when you've been so heavily relying on it, it's a little sketchy if it gets to a point where it's not there and you have to throw the ball and you haven't been doing that all year. And now you're doing that against Stephon Gilmore, the McCourty twins.
That pass rush.
Jamie
Collins.
And Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
Who is going to know what you're doing. And another thing I had written down here is, the Eagles, they love that intermediate shit. They love little rub routes with Jeffrey and with Ertz, with Aguilar. I mean, you got one of the best linebacking cores, if not the best linebacking core in the NFL, who can stop that shit in his zone coverage. You got the best corner in the NFL, Stephon Gilmore, one of the best safeties in the NFL, McCourty. Like, these dudes aren't fucking around, man.
Yep. Alpha bye too.
Yeah, alpha bye.
I don't think
and
Belichick.
A loss.
I know the Eagles are off a bye too, but I don't think Belichick loses very often off a bye.
Off a bye, off a loss. Belichick playing a team that beat him in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They're going to be bringing everything they got.
Yep.
In Philly too. And make no mistake, man. If the Patriots, I know for a fact, they're looking at the Ravens with two losses. They're saying, "Yo, we want to be the number one team. We got to win these games."
Yep.
And I think this could be the first real Brady game of the season because he hasn't really had one.
Right.
Eagles secondary is still horse shit.
Is Edelman healthy? Like, he's fully healthy, like good to go, right?
I have no idea. I mean, he's going to be playing for sure.
Yeah.
But what was it, that chest injury and stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know how chest injuries.
I think Edelman could have a game in this game.
No, Edelman is just so consistently good. You know what I'm saying? But I do agree with your sentiment about Sanu. And, that's why I'm interested in this week, N'Keal Harry, if he plays. A little bit of a
probably get these running backs going and getting out of the backfield too.
Yeah, I mean, James White, you're getting every game.
We haven't seen that in a little while, though, I feel like.
James White has been consistent. I've had him on my fantasy team. You know what you're fucking getting. You're not getting anything special, but you at least know you're getting something.
Like 10.
You know what I mean, the 12.
Yeah.
I mean, some weeks you'll take that.
Oh, if you can get every player in double digits.
Yeah, that's true.
You're probably going to win.
That's true.
Usually how it goes.
We both have the – did we skip
Patriots.
a game? Feels like we've been running through these.
Yeah, I mean, no, we haven't.
All right. There's also some shit games this week that just aren't even really worth our time.
Yeah, like –
all right. Speaking of one of those games, Sunday Night Football, the Bears, the Rams. This is a Sunday Night Football game, ladies and gentlemen, with an over/under of 40. I'm not encouraging you to bet. I'll never ever encourage a degenerate behavior like that. But that's all I'm saying.
I'm surprised at the spread a little bit. Are you?
What was it again?
6.5
for the Rams.
Yeah,
a little surprised by it, but not shocked.
I am taking the Bears in this game.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I think the Bears defense is still pretty dominant.
No, yeah, for sure.
The Rams O's look so bad.
Man, what the fuck?
22nd league on third down. The Bears offense is debatably worse, probably worse. Even though I think they found some rhythm last week, even though granted Lions against the Lions defense.
Yeah.
But I saw some decent things. And in the preview I was watching, they said they wanted to see some more Trubisky running.
Okay.
You know, getting more of the legs, run the ball a little bit.
That is a strength of his.
Yeah, get him on the run, get him on the move. So I like that. The Rams defense still a little spooky. I mean, it's really good.
No, they got a good defense.
Both these defenses, if you look at what they give up a game, are really, really similar.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it'll be a close one. It'd probably be ugly. I mean, probably see some ugly things from Goff. Probably see some ugly things from Trubisky. Probably see both teams do some things on offense that we would find confusing.
We'll probably throw up in our mouth several times.
I got the Bears 20-17.
Man, you got I got the Rams 20-10. There's just not a way in fuck I'm picking Trubisky.
I'm going with a defensive score for the Bears.
I'm actually happy that you mentioned how similar these teams are because both these offenses are bottom 10. That's crazy to me, man.
It is.
This Rams fall from grace has been one of the more interesting storylines that really no one's talked about. This is what I'm trying to tell you.
There's still Goff truthers out there.
Well, no, it's not that. It's no one gives a shit about LA football.
Right.
Like, this is something the league was pushing so hard. I mean, look at the Chargers, bro.
Vegas football is going to be way bigger.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if they wanted a team in LA, it should have been the Raiders, first and foremost.
Yep.
Because no one gives a fuck about the St. Louis Rams.
Yeah.
I know that they used to be the LA Rams, but, I mean.
No, that was a good – the St. Louis fans are still hurt.
I would be, too.
They don't like the Rams no more.
I wouldn't either. Actually, that's an interesting conversation to have. If the Cowboys upped and moved right now to fucking Mexico City, you would hate them.
Yes.
I don't know. I feel like I'd have such a tie to the players that I'd have to root for them.
The players, not the team.
Well, we don't have to worry about that because the Cowboys are the number one franchise in the world, baby.
They ain't going nowhere. Yeah.
Okay.
But no, being in Arkansas, dude, I've met a lot of St. Louis people, man.
Oh yeah.
What did that happen? Like second year we were in college?
Yeah, maybe even more
Right?
recent than that.
Right.
Because this is what I think. This is only their fourth year in LA. Third, maybe.
So, like our junior year, sophomore, junior year.
Because Goff played in St. Louis.
Yeah.
So, and he was Dak's draft. So since 2016, wasn't he? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was. Am I completely wrong on that? I could be.
No, you're not wrong.
He played in St. Louis.
No, I don't know if he played in St. Louis, but I'm saying I know he was in Dak's draft class.
Okay.
I don't know when. I don't remember when they moved. We'll have to look.
Was I'm really tripping. I'm sorry. I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, I think it was. I think that was. He did spend his first year in St. Louis. Okay. Anyway, I don't know why we just talked about that. Oh yeah, because LA doesn't give a flying fuck about their football teams. It's true. Think about this. The Rams were in the Super Bowl last year. They are horrible now, and no one talks about it. Like, can you imagine if that were the Cowboys? I mean,
there'll probably be some Bears fans.
No, there will be Bears fans that do. Remember the Eagles last year? Everyone was talking about their downfall. Literally, no one cares about this Rams team. It's honestly like kind of funny because I've been a big anti-LA football guy because I don't think they.
And we're both anti-Goff guys.
Yeah, Goff is terrible. I mean, who's been exposed more, Goff or fucking McVay? I think there's equal blame there.
I think Goff.
I think Goff too, but I mean,
think Goff really hurts without a running game.
You got to look at McVay too. A little weird.
Yeah, but I mean, if you have no running game, but if Goff's supposed to be this $110 superstar, and you can't win with a super good receiving core,
yeah,
what are we doing?
I mean, it's
you got a kicker, you got a defense. What's the problem? The quarterback.
It's true. God, Cooks, Woods, Cup. I mean, Gerald Everett's a good tight end.
Everett's solid.
Like, holy
shit. You got
shit,
a kicker,
those are weapons.
You boot it from 50+.
Wow. What like a crazy fall from grace.
What a stupid contract.
Oh my God, I might want to pick the Bears, but I'm not going to though. Okay. But anyway, both these offenses bottom 10. Then Rams 4th best defense, Bears 5th. So these two are pretty neck and neck. But oh man, I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but I'm gonna put my faith in Goff over Trubisky. If one of these two quarterbacks were to throw a game-sealing pick, who do you think would be?
Goff.
No, it's going to be the worst quarterback in the NFL. The worst quarterback in the
Goff
XFL.
Throws more picks though, doesn't he?
Because Trubisky dumps off.
Trubisky at times has been good late, and he's got that corner route. That's he'll hit every time.
Throw that on Jalen and see what happens.
Yeah. I like the Rams defense.
My thing is, dude, I just feel it in Trubisky's presence on the field that he's just one big sack away, one bad throw away from just fucking collapsing. Just like, oh God, I suck again. Like everyone who's played sports has had that feeling where you made like a bad play. Like, oh, I
kind of like his persona though.
What do you mean,
like I don't know, like the way he handled that interview last week.
I've heard tweets. Oh, I don't even want to say this because it's really mean, and obviously I don't know shit about shit. But I've heard tweets and stuff that he's dumb as rocks. Just what I've seen, man.
Well, as far as football,
no, just he's like a starry-eyed kid that's just like wandering around, not even knowing. It would make a lot of sense when you watch us play.
Right, like
doesn't even know what's going on.
Can't get the playbook down.
No, God, This game is disgusting. We're gonna all have to watch it on Sunday night.
Yeah.
Hopefully, there's some good NBA games on. Okay, Monday Night Football. This could be interesting. Mm-hmm. Could be. Emphasis on the could be. 6-4 Chiefs. The Chargers 4-6 need this win to survive, to stay alive. Dude, this AFC. If the Chargers win this game, it might be panic time.
I don't think the Chargers are going to win this game.
No, I don't either.
Both teams coming off a tough loss. I think the Chiefs going to come out really energized here. I don't think Patty's happy right now. Chiefs D scares me. They've allowed 180 plus rush yards in 3 of their 4 losses. The Chargers are going to fight. It's going to be a physical game. You're going to have to protect. But I think Patty will make it happen, and I don't even have a score. I'll go 27-17 23.
Yeah,
Chiefs.
I'm going to go Chiefs 34-28. You know, yeah. It's another one of those things where had the Chiefs won last week, maybe they get caught slipping. I think it's kind of hard to get caught slipping in a divisional matchup. These two are decent rivals on the road. Obviously, a road game against the Chargers means a little bit different than any other team in the league because you're playing a fucking home game essentially. Just another example of what I've been saying. LA does not give a motherfuck about their sports team, about their NFL teams. Wow, I don't have shit to say about this game. What Phillip Rivers are we going to see? Are we going to see the Phillip Rivers who's noodle arming it 50 yards downfield to Keenan Allen for a touchdown? Or the
What
Phillip
Chiefs
Rivers?
defense are we going to see?
Yeah, I have that written down too. Are we going to see the noodle arm
I
Rivers?
could see them getting after Rivers.
Yeah, and we know what Rivers looks like when he's scrambling around. Dude, there's something about watching him play that I hate.
I've never enjoyed watching him play.
I hate how he gets up and yells at everyone. I hate how just his mannerisms on the field just look so dumb. I'm such a big sports swag guy. Like if you had that swagger on the field, this dude oozes anti-swagger.
Yeah,
everything about him.
He doesn't have it.
The fucking arm motion.
Just remember that this is the team that chose him over Drew Brees. Just remember that.
Phillip Rivers has been good throughout his career.
But just remember that.
I know.
Because he's not Drew Brees.
The Brees are – I would say the Saints are a better situation for a quarterback, though.
But still, the only reason Drew Brees wasn't a Charger is because the Chargers chose to move on for Phillip Rivers.
It was also after an injury to Brees, though.
I don't care.
That's true.
You still chose Rivers over him.
Yeah, I mean –
like, they did Brees kind of dirty. Like, you go back and look at some of that stuff that was going on.
They did do Brees kind of dirty. And also, remember, this is a Chargers team that finished, 2012? They finished first in offense and first in defense and missed the playoffs. So, it's just the Chargers. Wouldn't surprise me, though, if they won this game and then went on a little run and found themselves like 9-6 and then lost out and didn't make the playoffs.
Right.
Like, that would be some shit that they would do.
It's like Andy Reid can't allow a loss here. You cannot have it.
I don't think they lose this game. I don't see.
It's getting later in the year, man. We're getting to week 11.
Yeah,
these wins are really starting to mean more and more.
You're 6-4. Like you're not.
We're talking about teams playing the fucking Bengals that need wins.
Yeah.
So there ain't no more time for fucking playing around.
No, man. And listen to this, bro. If the Chiefs lose this game, the Raiders and them are tied.
Well, yeah, I was watching a thing where they were comparing their schedules the rest of the season, and these two guys had them both at 11-5.
The Raiders and the Chiefs?
Yep.
And they've played each other one time already, correct?
No, they have to play each other again.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying they've only played each other once.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's like 3 weeks.
Man.
So.
Wow, I'm so on board with the fucking Raiders making the playoffs.
Yeah.
That'd be such a dope send-off.
I mean, because, dude, I remember earlier in the year, I was like, man, this Raiders team could be a playoff team. And you're like, 6-7 win team. They'll probably play a lot of people tough.
Yeah, that is what I said.
I was like, bro, this is a good team.
You've turned me into a believer, I must say. Yeah. I'm trying to remember what teams I bought into early in the season that shit their pants. I will openly admit that I thought before the season started, obviously we weren't doing our podcast then, but I will openly admit that I thought the Jets could be a sneaky wild card team. I really did.
I remember the Bears looked really good, but we were like,
I was never high on the Bears.
Shit.
I was never high on the Bears because that defense.
We were saying the whole time Patriots we didn't really fully buy into, even though
I wasn't saying that.
Well, just as far as their offense.
Oh yeah.
Saying the offense didn't look good all year.
You were always kind of iffy on the Bills.
Yeah, I mean, I remember a point where I really liked them though too.
Yeah, I've been saying the Browns were a disaster. What other teams? Panthers, you've been super high on them. That's your.
Yeah,
that's
you were big on the Niners early.
Yeah, I was. Was it like 2 games in the season, 3 games in the season?
No, the first episode.
Yeah, I saw it. Dude, their defensive line, like when they just show them lined up, them motherfuckers are so ginormous, bro. That video of Nick Bosa doing the Dak Prescott thing.
That was awesome.
Dude, that dude
is a monster.
That dude is built like a species out of this world.
What are we, 4 years older than that dude.
Like, I can't believe that dude is the same
He
species
could
as me.
pick me up and throw me through this wall right here.
That dude is the same species as me. You know, we could all look like that, guys. Just a couple of some dedication. You know, go to the gym.
Some of that's God given.
No, that's 100% God given.
Not 100%, but a lot of it.
Yeah, a lot of it. Did you know that your biceps are very they're tied in with your father's biceps? So if your dad has big biceps, you can have big biceps.
That's what's up.
Now what's up for me?
I feel like I'm all right. My dad used to bodybuild. He's a pretty smaller guy. He's like 5'8".
Really?
Mm-hmm.
My dad was never fucking around the gym like that, and it shows on me.
No, you look great, buddy.
Thanks, brother. Yeah. You know, that's what we got to do. Us young kings got to stand up for each other.
100%.
Man, I'm interested in our Colin Kaepernick reception.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think we have any hot takes, but we just like to talk about it.
I love going into conspiracy theories. Anytime that it looks like some league is fucking up or a team is fucking up,
call them out on their shit.
I'm on board, man. That's why this Astro shit's been so – like, I've just been so invested into all of it.
Right.
Love seeing shit like that. Obviously not for the game, but just for the fallout. It's funny.
Yep.
All right, that's all I got.
Same.
We're gonna be here after the game. Talk about it.
Yep.
Talk about hopefully a Steelers win.
Subscribe. Let us know what you think about the video so far.
Yeah, I think we're doing good. You know, it's been fun. Obviously, there's some stuff we're gonna work out as time goes on.
I got like 2 more weeks in Arkansas. I'm gonna be in Sunshine State. So
the Sunshine State, California.
So we're gonna make it work. No, not California.
I thought California was a Sunshine State.
No.
What's California?
The gay state? I don't know.
The California?
Yeah.
All right.
So, all right. Later, brother. GG's.